Welcome back into the FloCheer studio. I'm Amber Salas, and we here at FloCheer are on the road to the 2024 Cheerleading Worlds. Our countdown is getting smaller and smaller these days as these talented athletes are getting ready to take the stage. Today, we're checking in with the reigning 2023 World Champions in the Level 6 Limited Coed XSmall division. Joining us today, Shelby Magelsen from Fierce All Stars Tigerettes. Shelby, how's it going today? Thank you for joining us.
It's great. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, let's go back. Last season was a big one, winning the program's first ever World Championship title. But coming into this new season, what was the mindset of this Fierce Tigerettes team this year?
You know, it was just trying to get them to remove the pressure that they had on themselves and just to keep working hard and do what they did the last 10 years. Just ignore the outside world and keep working.
And it has been so fun to watch them do just that. Yep. If you take it back to day one of this new season, how have you seen the team grow from day one to where they are now preparing for Worlds?
They've just grown to completely trust themselves and to trust their teammates. We came in this season more prepared than we've ever been before. Go to Jam Fest for our first competition, and the first 10 seconds of the routine, we have a blown out knee. You know, we come off the stage, we try to rework it, and it just wasn't possible. So we just, told them, just go out there, do what you can do, hit your routine, and we'll fix things when we get back. So I think with that little adversity that we experienced at the beginning of the season, they felt like mentally set back a little bit, but they did what they had to do. They hit 0 on day 2 with half a routine, and they've been moving forward ever since.
Awesome. That resiliency is so special to see. Yeah. But this is a special group that has been on a special journey. They started together in 2014 as a large level 2 junior team. And most of them have stayed together, with a few still here on this Fierce Tigerettes team today. But take us back to 2014 and how you came up with that decision and what you wanted to do with this Tigerettes team.
So 10 years ago, we had this amazing 30 kids junior 2 team. And it was like by the second year, we were like, wow, these kids really have something special. Like, wouldn't it just be nice to just keep them together until they were a Worlds team? And, a lot of coaches and owners nowadays, you're seeing all these videos and talks about just because you're a level 2 tumbler, a level 3 tumbler, doesn't mean that you just get to move up. You've got to stunt your level. You've got to perform your level. You've got to jump your level. And we just decided to throw it out there to the parents, like, do you trust us? Do you trust this process? Like, we had, I think our third year as a junior 2, we had kids throwing standing fulls. And not one of them complained saying, well, we're going to go somewhere else, or we're not trying out next year unless my kids put on this team. They literally just trusted the coaches. They trusted the process. And we told them, stick with it and grow when you're ready. And I know that there was a lot of talk back in the day, like, oh, they only won some at their third year of junior 2 because these coaches are holding them back. We weren't holding them back. We were making sure, can they jump? Can they stunt? Can they perform? Yes, we knew that they could tumble, but they couldn't do majority of the other things. And we were just so blessed to have actually 30 parents and 30 kids that said, we will go on this ride with you. Now, of course, we did lose some over the years that didn't want to be a part of that plan anymore. And maybe weren't happy with it because their kid was more advanced in other areas. But, the ones that stuck through it for 10 years, it paid off.
Well, you talk about that hard work paying off. Last season, this team goes and wins Fierce's first ever World Championship title. How special was that, hearing their name called and seeing all that hard work pay off? I
mean, that was 10 years of emotions, all in one weekend. And it was just crazy reflecting back on the plan actually worked. It worked. We went to an event that next weekend, I think in Vegas. I still wore my Worlds medal. I didn't care. It was 7 days later and I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to keep wearing this. I'm going to wear this when I'm driving, because it was literally a decade of just following the plan, the mission that we had set for ourselves. And it was unreal.
That just gives me the chills hearing you say
Yeah.
that. You earned that.
We did.
What is the best way you would just describe the work ethic of this team, that they were the ones to go down in history and get the job done? They
were. You know, it was commitment, 10 years of commitment, sticking with it. It was trusting each other, trusting the coaches, trusting the gym, and loyalty. You know, those ones that just said, we're here for you. So I would definitely go with commitment, trust, and loyalty on that.
And this season, they go to NCAA, win in another incredibly talented division, the same division, but each year we're seeing more and more talented teams. I think back to Justin Carrier describing their journey at awards, talking about they've won NCAA at different levels, they've won Summit at different levels. Now they're this talented level 6 team. What's it been like just from your perspective, watching them go through so many levels and continuing to find success?
You know, it's an honor. It's an honor to be a part of these kids' journey. It's an honor to be a part of their life growing up. And when you have these kids, you know, moving up with you, that bond that you build with them, it's like me having another whole group of kids. You know, like I treat them as my own children. I feel like their families are a part of my family. And just that, the emotion is overwhelming. Just being able to see these kids stick it out, you know, stick out the adversity, watching them lose teammates that maybe didn't agree with the philosophy that we were going by, and just embracing and, you know, just loving them. It's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Awesome. Well, now we are just a few weeks out from the 2024 Cheerleading Worlds, the moment these athletes wait for all season. How has Tigerettes been gearing up for Worlds this year?
You know, they've been practicing about 5 days a week. It's a lot of compromise because, you know, these kids, they've been coached by us for years. So it's like, it's a lot of compromise back and forth on how, you know, we're running practices, and a lot of cryotherapy. A lot of it. They're in that recovery lab. They're killing their bodies right now, but the work is going to be worth it.
For sure. And as someone who watches firsthand the hard work these athletes put in, and you've seen it pay off, how would you describe to someone who maybe doesn't know a whole lot about All-Star Cheer, the hard work that it really does take, and the hard work we're seeing right now in Worlds Month?
It takes a toll on their bodies. Like when I bring in, you know, outside of cheer, I have kids of my own. They play travel basketball. I've got one as a Division I athlete. And I can honestly say that these kids work just as hard as any D1 athlete in any sport. I mean, the stuff that they put their bodies through, you know, the pain, the bruises, the soreness, they can't walk, you know, it's come and watch a practice is what I tell them. You know, I've invited my son and some of their college athletes to come, and it's like, you don't think that they're really athletes? Well, I'm gonna send you a video. Come to our showcase and watch them. And they'll come in the gym and they're like, how do they do that? I'm like, exactly.
Impressive for sure.
Yes.
So we'll leave it off on this one. What is your message to the team in these final few weeks of preparation as they get ready to head back to the Cheerleading Worlds?
Yes. I just really want them to take a moment to really reflect on their journey, reflect on the journey as a gym, reflect on their personal journeys. Trust your training, trust each other, just trust in yourself, and embrace the nerves, you know, like I'm going to. Embrace those nerves, embrace the excitement and all that adrenaline you're going to be feeling, and just leave it on the stage. There's nothing more that you can do at this point. Everybody in this division is amazing. They're all amazing. So all you can do is just do your very best, and whatever happens, happens.
You've seen this team for a lot of years, a lot of people come and go. Each year is special in its own. What has made this year with this group special?
This year I have one of my longest athletes. Well, I've got 3 on the team. I've got 2 that have been here for 11 years. One that's been here for 14 years. One of them is graduating. And it's just crazy to think back that she walked into our gym as like a tiny novice or whatever they were back in the day. And taking them through, like just watching them grow up. You know, we're down to our last few kids that started with us on this team, and it's just, it breaks my heart because it's, you know, now we're going to be starting over, you know, potentially with a brand new group of little ones, and just that excitement to see them move on and graduate, and, you know, looking forward to the future of the next group of little kids that want to go on this journey with us.
Very special. It's like the circle of life, right?
It is the circle of life. Yes, it is.
Awesome. Well, that is Shelby from Fierce Tigerettes joining us. Shelby, thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck to Tigerettes. We're excited to see you all at the Cheerleading Worlds.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, once again, FloCheer is on the road to the 2024 Cheerleading Worlds coming up here at the end of April. You can catch the Fierce Tigerettes in action here on FloCheer.